It's Wednesday evening. It's the Ask the Dom Show. It's 1025 The Bone, 727-579-1025, 800-771-1025. We've got a packed show tonight. If you're watching Bone TV, you're wondering what in the hell is going on. We've been invaded by the crew of the Knights of Sant'Yago. What's up, brothers?
Hey, Dom.
No, start screaming. Viva Sant'Yago!
Viva Sant'Yago!
Come on, you guys are on the FM dial. You can just go crazy. No cursing. No cursing. I always realize that. No cursing.
Dump buddy ready.
Kat, can we call Kelly live from the accident scene? Before you guys came in, my executive producer, Kelly, who usually sits where Ken is right now, Spike's going to be answering the phone. She was in an accident, and I want to go right to the scene if we can. I want to make sure she's okay. I want to walk everybody through the process of what happens when you're in an accident and see what we can do to get things situated. Can we get her on the phone with the status guy?
If Kelly, hopefully Kelly can call in because I don't know how to make an outgoing call.
What do you mean you don't know how to make an outgoing call?
I never make outgoing calls.
What?
Well, two people don't come. Where did Spike go?
He ran out. All right, let's do this. Let's go around the room real quick. You see if you can get Kelly. Let me introduce the crew brothers here so we can at least get a baseline for folks watching and listening who's all here. So I'm going to say the names real quick, and I want you guys each to introduce yourselves. I got Joe, our Baron, Ray, Jimmy, and Ken. But you guys, we got to share mics and headphones, but just introduce yourself, how long you've been with the crew, and maybe what position you are in the crew, just so folks listening. We'll start with Joey.
All right. I'm Joe Procopio. I'm a Knight, and I've been a member of the crew of Sant'Yago since 2011.
Hey, my name is Joseph Gonzalez. I'm the Baron this year, and I'm Baron 46, which is essentially the president of the crew, and I've been a member for 20-something years, I think now. Oh, wow. And but I grew up in the crew. My family, my father was one of the original charter members.
Yeah, Ray Favada. Joe and I actually came in at the same time. Let's see, what am I? I'm kind of just behind the scenes running everything. I'm a past president and run the parade numerous years. And let's see, his father was one of the charter guys, so was mine. But my grandfather was one of the founders, so I trump you.
My name is Jimmy Piloto. I've been on the crew now 6 years, and I'm the chairman of the night parade, and I'm a Knight.
All right. We got to put Ken's mic on. There we go.
Done.
I've got all of the beat. I've been with the crew 2 years, and I'm a squire, co-chairman of the night parade, and grace of God, chairman for next year.
Now, just so we're all clear, I am also a squire, which, of course, Titus and Mike Calton and I think Jimmy was in studio. You guys are having fun because I'm a squire, which is fine, which is good. I had to do a lot of explaining in court because a lot of people, listening to the show, and then Titus has been messing with me with that. We've been texting back and forth, but nonetheless, I've been in the crew now. Is it 4 years? Going on 5, 4? I guess something like that, Joe. I guess it's around 4 years. So you and I are squires. Of course, everyone else has been knighted or has been a baron or is our current sitting baron as Joe Gonzalez is here. So real quick, while we got some phone calls coming in, I know Kelly is dealing with, I think, law enforcement's on the side of the road as she's getting the information.
Right, I asked her to call when she can.
Let's just get it right out of the gate, and I know that a lot of you fellas have been in before, during this time of parade season. There's a lot of people that think that the night parade means it's the evening time and the city's hosting it, which is completely untrue. Ray, what is the night parade?
So we can't exclude the city. They actually are our co-sponsors, so we got to include the city whenever we talk about them. So the night parade, traditionally, if you go back almost 50 years now, it was the Ybor City Chamber of Commerce parade. And when the crew incorporated and most of the Ybor City Chamber of Commerce joined the crew, they offered us the parade. So this is our 47th year that we've actually hosted the parade. It is a Illuminate Night Parade. It's the largest illuminated parade in southeastern United States. And it's just a nice party on 7th that we can go down and the floats are all lit up. A little different than Gasparilla.
But the night is actually the crew of Knights of Sant'Yago, not Knight with an N. It's Knight with a K.
Yes, I see what you're getting at. Yes.
In conjunction with the city. Because a lot of people say, oh, the city's putting on this event, but they don't recognize that it's the crew that hosts it in conjunction with the city.
title is the Cruinats of Sant'Yago Illuminated Night Parade presented by MOR TV.
There it is, more TV. That's right. Now, and Jimmy, you and Ken are the chair and co-chairs of the night event coming up. How's it going? Is it smooth? How many floats do we have? A lot of crews involved. What's the status?
So it's going well. We're going to have about 66 crews, about 130 floats that include bands, dancing groups, and obviously dignitaries. The mayor, Titus will be our grand marshal. So yeah, it's going well. You know, it's like every other parade. You got a couple of hiccups you got to deal with every day, but it's we'll get through it fine.
And now I know, and our Baron here, Joe Gonzalez, you're going to be one of the lead cars. If you're not, are you going to be on the float this time? I know you had your own car in the day parade. How do you have it set for the night parade?
I will have my own convertible. The chairman and his co-chair have given me a car to ride in this year for the night parade like normal. I was supposed to be in front of the Royal Float, but I asked to be held back so that I can ride in front of my brothers and I can be closer to the membership.
Awesome.
So I can enjoy the parade a little bit.
There we go.
Dom, what he doesn't know is I got him a convertible 1966 Volkswagen.
Now that's a fine automobile. Now,
Never restored.
I don't. Is it being dragged by the float? Is it
being dragged?
Steps towing will be in. Will be on the parade route.
And those are great folks there.
Yeah,
Steps done a wonderful job
another
for
great
everybody. Oh my God, what wonderful sponsors they are. And of course, we do work closely with the city. But this is an event a lot of our crew brothers are working the event as marshals to aid in making sure it's safe for everybody, and of course, addition with law enforcement. And I believe that every year it has gotten safer and safer for folks to go out down in Ybor, that this has become an event that, when I've been in it with you guys every year, I see a lot of, families and children at this event, which surprised me for the past couple of years, because it's not the children's parade, it's not the day parade. You think, okay, it's at night, it's in Ybor, you're going to be a little more partying, but it seems to be a little more of a fun tone for families. And is that by design? Is that just the dynamic that we're working with the city? How did that start to evolve in that way?
Yeah, absolutely. So, listen, these two grew up in the crew. I grew up here in Tampa. Joe grew up in Tampa, and we all went to the parade as kids, right? So we wanted that to come back. So we've done a really good job working with the city to make this a family festive parade. Come out early, find your spot on the parade route, get your seats down, enjoy some food from the great restaurants in Ybor City, and have a great time. So it's definitely a family festive parade.
Awesome. Well, I need your help a little bit here. We've got some legal questions. Sam and Daniel, when I get to them, Marine Rob wants to yell at Mo real quick about women drivers. So Marine Rob, yell at Kat. And
What did I say? I just asked questions.
Don't be dodging now. When you host Soul Brothers show, it comes after you have to ask Dom.
No statements.
So I'm going to get to Sam and Daniel, but Marine Rob, yell at Kat real quick. Go.
Okay. Google is a wonderful thing. So I looked up a racial profile and an age profile and a sexual profile all in one. Women are less likely to die in a crash from the northeast. People from the deep south are more likely from the south. That racial doesn't matter. Are more likely to die because we drive fast.
See what you started, Kat? You see what you started? You got Marine Rob. Do me a favor, Marine Rob. I wanted you to yell at him. I don't want statistics. I want you to yell at the man.
And the typical stereotype of both Asian males and females were the least likely to die.
I don't know if any of this is correct.
Thank you, Marine
Rob. Tweet those stats. I don't think those are 100% correct after all. This is an alleged legal show, I think.
What about Italian American?
That's right. With 5 espressos. Italian. But this all was predicated because Kelly was in an accident.
Right, Kelly. Yeah. But I'm still waiting for her to call.
But she did text me that she's okay, and I did tell her I was going to call her live on air while she's on this. So she knows all of this is going on. All right, let me jump to the phone lines here. Let's help some good folks out. So we've got Sam, Daniel, and then Bob, and that's our hitting order. Sam, you're on with Ask the Dom, sale of a home. What's going on?
Hey, thank you so much for taking my call. I appreciate it. Love the show, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let's see. So a little over a year ago, I sold a home to a gentleman that owns a business. He offered some of his services from his business towards the purchase price of the home. So
Is this
I
in a
agreed
contract?
to it. Yes. What he did was we created a contract, and it was
What was the
his
services? What was he going to do?
He's artificial lawn care, artificial turf.
All right, so he's going to put down the fake grass, and that was going to be in exchange for part of the agreement for the house.
Correct. So upon the completion of the sale, we wrote up a contract, said that his end was...
Well, Sam, you got to go a little faster through the issue. Where's the breach?
Got it.
Did he not
so
do it?
Yeah, he's not doing it. He never returns my calls. He'll return my texts once in a while,
Right,
and
let
he
me stop
keeps
you.
on saying he's going to do it,
Hang
but
on a
he
second.
never comes through.
When did this happen?
This happened about, I'd say about a year ago.
All right, what the hell's taking you so long? It's a year.
Well,
This guy's done.
I've been trying to be patient with the guy.
No patience in law. There is no patience in law. This guy is doing the 5 Ds: dodge, dive, duck, dip, and dodge. And we're not going to stand for it here. Here's what I need you to do, okay?
Okay.
You're going to email me the contract that you signed with this guy. You're going to go to acidom.com, and you're going to say, hey, I was talking to you tonight, because I need to read what you guys, what the agreement was, and I'm going to get you my contracts attorney. She's awesome, and we're going to go to town on him. All right, we're going to get him for you. Let me let you go. You're welcome, buddy.
Great.
Let me get to Daniel, and then Bob, you're after that. Daniel, ticket for failure to maintain lane under the 316 traffic code. Did you hang up on him?
He's right there.
All right, there you go, Dan. You're on with Ask the Dom. Good evening.
Hi, it's actually Danielle.
Oh, hi,
and thank you for
Danielle.
all the community work you guys do with the Knights. I think it's awesome how involved you are with the hospitals and stuff.
Well,
and shame on Moabout drivers.
Well, you know what, Danielle, since you mentioned that, and Spike's yelling at me because he spelled it a certain way and I didn't pick up on it, but I want to touch on what you just said. Fellas, we do a lot in the community for charity. So before I get to her question, can you just, Mr. Barron, can you tell all the good things that we do for charity, especially with our organization?
Our crew of Sant'Yago has an education foundation. That education foundation has generated over $3 million, and right now we have 76 students under scholarship at HCC, USF, and University of Tampa. It's our charity wing of our organization, and we're always looking to give back to the community. Like Danielle said earlier, we also visit all the hospitals. We're getting ready to do Friday. We go Nights with Hearts. We call it Nights with Hearts. We go to all the hospital. We go to several hospitals and we visit children and the VA and give them beads. Those people who can't come to our parade, we bring the parade to them.
And that's awesome. And we're going to talk about all of this again throughout the show because you fellas aren't leaving until the 10 o'clock hour. I'm not going to let you go. You're going to be with me for all night. All right, Danielle, what is your legal question regarding the traffic code? Go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you lose her? Did we lose her?
Yeah, we lost her.
All right. Danielle, call back. She had a question about failure to maintain a single lane. And then we'll jump to Bob. He's got an escrow attorney question.
What is this? The Knights of the Illuminati? What is this? A secret society that pretends to do charity work?
About it.
I'm sorry, Bob. Is that you? Are you there? Can you hear me? No. Listen, this is a wonderful organization. This is a crew, and if you want to join, you can submit an application. We'll consider.
Do I got to get beat up in order to join the crew? I mean, is there some sort of?
No, this is not a fraternity. Do you got a question, or you want to bust chops?
I like to bust chops. Jeez, I can't bust chops. What fun is it to call on the show and not bust chops?
These guys are talking about charities. They're talking about, you want to talk about fraternities and beatings. What's your question regarding escrow? Go ahead, buddy.
All right. So interviewed some escrow attorneys for a big deal I got going on. And one of them told me something that I don't know if it makes sense. So I was under the impression that, you know, any attorney can do an escrow account, but a registered escrow account or an attorney with a registered escrow, that there was some sort of differentiation there between privileges and the abilities of the attorney to help and
well, Bob, you're mumbling there off. What is it you're trying to do? Is it a property? Are you inherited? What exactly are you trying to escrow?
We're having about $200 to $300 million put into an escrow account to protect a Bitcoin transaction.
Bitcoins.
Yeah.
Bob, have you called the show?
You've heard of it before?
Is this Bobby? It's Bobby.
Who did you think it was?
Jesus
I mean,
Christ. I thought he died.
Are you slow?
I thought he died. Where the hell have you been?
I've been in the Skull and Bones fraternity, man. That's where they really get in the coffin.
No, you don't go from calling my show every other week, once a month, to crickets for like a half a year. I thought you were dead. Fellas, this is Bobby. He is our resident sovereign citizen. He loves America and hates America at the same time. It's wonderful. If we get invaded, he dies first. It's spectacular.
And I got big deals going on. I got business. I got $100 million Bitcoin deals going on. Can you answer my question?
No, because you don't have a legitimate question. You're not a U.S. citizen. I only answer questions for U.S. citizens. But I'm glad that he's alive. That's wonderful news. I thought he was dead. This is just wonderful news.
Kelly's going to call on the other side of the break.
I think she's on her way in.
No, she's in her car, but she's going to call on the other side of the break.
All right. This segment is brought to you by AP Investigations, a family-owned firm serving the Bay Area for the past 15 years. They specialize in criminal defense investigation, asset searches, background checks, process service, as well as surveillance. If they're cheating, they'll catch them for you. You can reach them at 813-254-2266 or online at apinvestigationsinc.com. That's all one word, apinvestigationsinc.com. It's the Ask Dom Show. We'll be right back.